Why spend $1,000 on a high-end smartphone, when there is a model that costs half that? This is the question I asked myself as soon as I tried the OnePlus 6T. I'm not a big fan of OnePlus release schedule. It is so fast that after a few months your new smartphone seems already old. The solution? I always skip the standard version for the T1. The OnePlus 6T is better than the 6, but not faster. The OnePlus 6T is better than the previous one, while costing the same. Battery life has improved significantly, the new 3700 mAh unit behaves much better, and will last you a full day. The fast charging is great as always, but the 6T doesn't improve here by adding wireless charging. The same goes for the USB Type-C 2.0, that we hoped would get upgraded but didn't, so no video output. Better a classic, or an in-display fingerprint sensor? Is it better to have the fast classic fingerprint sensor, or the new slower one that fits under the display? For me, the second option is worth the extra hassle, if only for the sake of constant technological innovation with each generation. Build quality. In terms of design, almost nothing changes compared to the OnePlus 6, although once in your hand, you will immediately notice that it is thicker and weighs more. The alert slider is still here, on the right-hand side, above the power button. There is no IP certification for dust and water resistance. OnePlus says that there is no need to spend extra money on certification, since the warranty will not cover any water damage regardless. Hardware. The OnePlus 6T is powered by a Snapdragon 845 processor, 6 or 8 GB of RAM, and 128 or 256 GB of internal memory. The connectivity is excellent. We have 1024 megabits per second LTE, Wi-Fi AC dual band, Bluetooth 5, and NFC. The smartphone is also a dual SIM device. The only thing really missing is the audio jack. In the package, you will also find a USB-C to 3.5mm jack adapter. Quality photos and video. As for the photographic compartment, at the hardware level, absolutely nothing changes from the OnePlus 6. The main camera sports a 16-megapixel sensor with both optical and electronic stabilization. The secondary one measures 20 megapixel and an f-stop 1.7 aperture. The front-facing camera mounts a 16-megapixel sensor, and is electronically stabilized. There has been a lot of talk about the new Nightscape mode. Low-light images are certainly a bit more defined now, they are also somewhat brighter, and show more colors, but we are still miles away from the competition. Photo quality is therefore, the same as with the OnePlus 6. The automatic HDR does a great job, and even the portrait mode shows more precise contouring. Video recording starts at 720p and reaches a 4K resolution at 60 fps. Same display, better experience. The display doesn't differ from the one on the OnePlus 6. It is slightly more elongated, but the novelty here is represented by the new water drop notch. This smaller notch houses only the front-facing camera, to the detriment of the notification LED, that simply goes away, while the earphone capsule is placed closer to the top frame. The colors are brilliant and the viewing angle is practically infinite. It also offers excellent visibility under direct sunlight, and the automatic brightness sensor is very quick to adapt to ambient light. We find that the default color calibration is the most beautiful one for daily use, but we have come to appreciate the always handy night mode, and the reading mode, that turns the display black and white, so you don't overstrain your eyes. Oxygen OS, great as always. OnePlus continues to demonstrate to the world how a minimal and lightweight user interface is a winning move in terms of usability and stability. This is one of the few smartphones where you can safely use the OK Google commands, without incurring in errors, or sudden lock screens, and in which everything is almost completely stock Android, with some added functionalities. Final verdict. The first OnePlus models were definitely cheaper, there is nothing to do about it, but even with the current prices, we can still consider OnePlus an affordable brand. I wanted to crown the OnePlus 6T a best buy, but I can't, since it has the same price as the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, LG G7, and Huawei P20 Pro. I still prefer this 6T, but whichever you choose, it will still give you the best bang for your buck.